Hello everyone, Jade here. Since now PUBG PC Lite has been released in India, all the emulator players are making a transition towards this game. But when they start playing it, they notice on how hard the recoil in this game actually is as compared to PUBG Mobile on emulator. And that's the reason why I'm creating this video in order to help you guys out. Today I'm gonna tell you about a method which helped me to get a lot better in recoil control in just 10 days than how much I learned in the past 4 months. Now don't get me wrong, recoil control is all about muscle memory and practice, and you can't get better at it by just watching a video. At the end of the day, you've got to practice it yourself. That's why in this video I'm gonna share you with my personal experience and tell you about the practicing method that I personally use to get better at it. So let's begin. Okay. So the biggest mistake that I made in my initial days of the transition was to use a gun and a scope that I felt comfortable with. In my case, it was UMP and a red dot scope. While I was using that gun, I struggled to control other more powerful guns like M4 or AKM because I was limiting myself to getting used to something which was a lot less difficult than what I was capable of. I kept on dying and dying because when I found any other gun apart from UMP, I just couldn't control it, missed my shots and then died. Then what should you do? First of all, you need to understand that this ain't CSGO, where the more you play, the better you're gonna get. Here you don't spend majority of the time aiming and shooting. Here you drop and then you loot for minutes just to be killed by one random player that spotted and shot you from the back. Just think about it. You're not actually shooting for the majority of the time that you spend playing this game. Then how can you expect to get better at it? So for practicing, the best place that I recommend you is the in-game training room. It wasn't much of a use for an emulator player while playing PUBG Mobile, but it is the best place for newbies in this game. Now let me finally tell you on how I actually use the training room to practice recoil control. So here's what you got to do. Go ahead and pick up a level 3 bag, then an AKM, and then pick up as much ammo as you possibly can. Attach an extended mag to it, and then a 4x scope. Go away from the crowd, crouch down, and then start shooting people. That's what you got to do. Now keep in mind that crouching down is must while controlling these more powerful guns combined with these high powered scopes, as it reduces the horizontal recoil a lot. Now all of this might seem a lot, as right now you were not even capable of controlling an AKM with a red dot, and now I'm asking you to use a 4x scope with it. So the thing is that you underestimate yourself and your capabilities a lot. If you try to perfect something easier, you'll always get stuck with it. But if you try to do something hard, then the easier things that you were struggling with earlier will automatically get perfect. Now you don't need to use these high powered scopes in the actual game. Doing this training here is gonna reflect in game while using low powered scopes, and you won't find any difficulty while using them. Right now I practice using an AKM and a 6x without any attachments, which reflects in game as I can now use any other gun with 4x attachments without much issues. Now there's one thing that I want you to do. Go ahead and try it out for 10 to 15 minutes. After that, switch the 4x with a red dot and try to shoot people. And I'm sure you'll find it a lot easier to do, even though you couldn't control the 4x. That's all. So this was it for today. I hope you liked it. I'll soon create videos about sensitivity, aiming, graphic settings and a lot more, so don't forget to subscribe. And as always, show your support by liking and sharing this video. And I'll see you in my next one. Till then, Jade out.